What's up? Getting things ready for tomorrow. I have quite the day tomorrow. Meeting up with like 4 people to fly at the tower, which you guys know. I've got some work to do here. I've got to charge up the solo batteries, charge up the phantom batteries, charge up the Bugs 3 batteries, get all the GoPros ready, get all the SD cards ready. I am off tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to hang out for a bit here. Give me one sec, guys. Communicate with each other. Communicate amongst each other. I'll be right back. I'm getting my computer set up here. So while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and drop some dance on you. I'll be right back. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll work for now. I'll be back. Ooh. By the way, I did want to show this to you guys. Let's go ahead and turn that filter off. That was just a joke. What's up? My name is Shinto. I don't know how to pronounce that, man. Sorry. So if you guys remember, I just had a flight with the Bugs 3. This is the mount that it comes with. This thing slides into the thing here like so, and then it locks into place. But this mount sucks. This is the standard Bugs 3 mount. This sucks. So what I did is I took a GoPro tripod mount and I shaved it down, and then I stuck it in between the gap and I hot glued it into place with tempered hot glue. So you couldn't pull this off if you wanted to. You would hurt yourself trying to pull that off. So there we go. Now we've got an official GoPro mount on there with the FPV camera, and I'm going to be mounting a 1-cell battery right here so I can boost this out to 100 milliwatts out of the FPV camera. So when we take off the shell, I'm going to have to redo a little wiring while we're talking here tonight. So I've got a little job ahead of me. We're going to be pulling this off the LED right here, which is what this was currently plugged into as the LED port placement, so that it was running off the power of the board. So what is the name of that drone? This is the Bugs 3 with FPV modification, running 25, 100, and I want to say 200 milliwatts with omnidirectional cloverleaf antenna on the top. And so we got a little work ahead of us. I'm trying to modify this one as much as I did my other one, but the FPV is extremely good on this. Unfortunately, it's only pushing 25 milliwatts, so we need to modify this. So this is the Engpow 3000 milliamp battery. This gives my Bugs 3 a 20-minute flight time. This battery is crazy. If you guys have not ordered one, you have a Bugs 3 or an iForce drone, this 3000 mAh Engpow battery is craziness. Straight up craziness. So we're going to have to see what kind of connections we got here, because I want to hook a 1-cell up to it. So I see that my notifications still aren't going out. Like, YouTube is screwing me, man. They're barely putting out any notifications. It's really quite stupid. I'm getting completely fed up with YouTube and the way they're doing things. So anyways, we're going to drop this crazy crazy battery in here. Beautiful. Should be able to plug in. All right. I got to go charge this one. I'll be right back, you guys. Give me one sec. I got to go put this on the charger so this is ready for tomorrow. And then we got to remove this camera from the mount, switch it over, and then I got to see if I got any attachments so that we can modify this thing. Maybe I'll do it on camera here. My computer says restart your computer. Restart now, the hell with it. Let's just restart the PC. So give me one sec. this here. Let's plug this in. Alright, what's up? We got 8 people in here. 4 likes. What's happening, everybody? Did I just see tacos? Did Steven just yell tacos? Steven did just yell tacos. I saw that, Steven. Alright, so we're going to look for a connection piece here. I think these are the propellers I need to give to my boy at the store, I think. Alright. Dude, I've got so many connections. One of these is what we need. You guys tell I save all my parts. JST. I've got every 1-cell connector you could possibly think of. Male JSTs. Get into the hobby. It is life. I promise you. So let's see if we can get one of these to work on a 500 mAh. Which I gotta go find one. I thought I had a single cell. I could be wrong. Let's see what we got going on here. One of these connections might be exactly what I'm looking for. Well, maybe this will work perfect. Huh. Let's put all this back in here. So what are we doing? Who's talking? Give me 1 sec here. Pull up the messages. Make sure you guys are lubing each other up. Okay? Very important. Lube, lube, lube. Who is the TV person? Do we know him? I have no idea who the TV person. Do you like RC car? I like RC car, my friend. Chuck Dizzle, what's happening? Broken Quad, British Guardian, what's going on, guys? Just gonna run a live stream, do some stuff I would normally do. Lube for me. Don't lube for me, I like it dry, Steven says. Alright. So the first thing we're gonna do, guys, is I'm going to figure out, I'm gonna put my hot glue gun on, get it nice and heated up here, and I think I'm gonna pull this rubber guard out the bottom here to start off with, because we're going to be installing a wire up through the center here of this and attaching it to the FPV camera on here. So we got to find a connection. Trying to think of how I want to do this. Let me go find a 1-cell real quick. I think this will be perfect for my needs here. So I think this is exactly what I need here. A nice little 3.7 1-cell battery to power the camera instead of running it off of it. Delivery tomorrow. Hooray! My Chinese name is, I hear you. Do you like watching my channel? TV, I don't think I've ever seen your channel, man. I apologize. Okay. See what kind of wires we got going on here. Let's drop all these connections out of here. See what we got. Oops, what did I just drop? Camera wire. Alright, so this should be the wire that we need here. And that's going to be the connection point right there. So we're going to have to extend these wires a tad bit. And we're going to need a little extra wiring to do that. Little bit extra wiring. Oh, there's a proper way to do every job. Proper tools. So let's go ahead and clip one of these wires off because it is not needed. Goodbye, wire. Clip these off. Goodbye. Keep that connection. And I'm going to go ahead and strip this one down just a bit. Just a bit. See if I got a tool capable of stripping a wire that small. I do not. So here's what we're going to do. Old fashioned. What's up, California Greenhorn? Make sure you guys are lubing up to each other. If you haven't smashed the like button, please go ahead and do that. Old school method for stripping a wire easily. There you go. There we go. All right, nice and stripped, easily done. We're gonna have to strip these ones here, which I think might actually fit in this strip head here. Yes, excellent. All right, there we go. And we are going to get 2 pieces of tape ready here. Because I don't have any shrink. I can't use heat shrink. We'll just direct wire and go from there. All right. Make sure to put these together real nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's go black next here. So what's everybody up to tonight, man? How's it hanging? You see the comments here. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. 100% likes. Excitement. We need more of it. We need more excitement, huh? I thought I'm a pretty exciting guy. You don't find me exciting, Steven? I love you too, bro. Thanks, big guy. Thanks for all that love. Let's go ahead and tape this off real good. Nice and tight. Then we can bond the wires together real quick. After we get a couple passes on here. Make sure it's nice and tight. There we go. Now we can add in the red wire over the top. Pull all of this nice and tightly together. Like so. Roll it up like a burrito. Pow. Connection made. Booyah. All right. It's time to heat up my hot glue gun for the next part of this. That should be enough wire. Should be enough wire here. Get all these connections put away. Suppose I could have used JST, but I'm not going to. We're not going to. Hey, Wayne. All right. Roger Martin. I did my first live stream tonight. I was very nervous. Yeah, bro. I smashed the like button. Top Gun. What's up, brother? Let's see. How you, Wayne? Heck yeah, dude. Your live stream was fine, Roger. I shared the stream, bro. Thanks, man. Rick, smash the like button. That's what she said. Tosh, this reminds me of a very good episode of MacGyver. Precisely. Hey, man. Mr. Mad 2424. What's that? Just putting a few of these connections away. I'm doing a quick wiring job here to the Bugs 3. We're going to put it in so that I can power up the cell at 100 or 200 milliwatts instead of running it off the board power of the bird. I want to make it optional you know, of whether I'm going to run it off the power of the Bugs 3 or whether I'm going to run it off the battery by itself. So I want more power when I need it so I can go further, longer range, and have a little bit more fun with the Bugs. So that's what we're doing right now. So what's he doing with that thing? Yeah, I'll see if I can let you guys have a little better look at what's going on here. So just putting the connections away. Hobbyist, we have so many connectors and pins. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and strip the wire here that I originally put in for the FPV wire so that we can hook this puppy up to it, going down through the hole that we've got in the bottom here, up into the wire, and then we're going to attach it right here on the side with a little bit of hot glue. So we're going to see if my wires that I made are long enough. If not, I will go up and through the leg, which I may just do anyways because it's accessible and it's right there. Let's see if we can get it through here. If we can, I won't even use the hole in the bottom. Hey, look at that. We managed to do it. So I may just do it this way. Let's see how much wire I've got coming through that leg. Is that going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? We'll find out. We shall find out. A little too short here. All right, so a little bit more fun to do here. Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. What did I do with that? Yeah, all right. Strip this out. Let's pull out another one of these here. There we go. Reuse the connectors. Hey, love your channel. That's what she said. Great, huh? How's life? That's Josh, by the way. Top Gun Maverick is Josh. He's a food reviewer. If you guys like watching food reviews, he takes it to the absolute limit with his food reviews. So if you haven't subscribed to his channel, make sure you do that if you get a kick out of food reviewing. He's the man to watch. He'll get you where you need to be. All right, let's heat up the hot glue gun here. Plug it in, plug it in. Yeah, man. Tosh is also really cool. I like Tosh Time. She's fun. Tosh has a fun channel as well. She also has quite a few subscribers. I think she just cleared 10,000 subs, so she is doing amazing. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's like 10,000 subscribers. So Tosh, thank you for stopping in. Number one, you didn't have to. Number two, thank you for everybody that's in here currently supporting right now. So, yo, let's see, Big D, how's it going, brother? I didn't get the notification. That's YouTube, man. I'm telling you right now, YouTube is crazy. Thanks, and we adore you too. Heck yeah. Live drone mods. What are we modding, DW? Well, I'm doing a quick mod here to the Bugs 3 because tomorrow we're taking this out to the tower, and I just redid the bottom mount. I put in a GoPro mount instead of the stock crappy mount that it comes with because this thing shakes all to hell. So I wanted a real, actual GoPro mount on the bottom, so I went ahead and designed my own GoPro mount. And so now I can actually put real GoPro cameras on here. And now I'm going to be attaching a 1-cell battery to the side of this unit about right here with a little bit of Velcro. It'll probably go like that, and then it'll plug into the piece on the side here, which will be running up to the FPV camera. So I don't have to have this running on the board's power if I don't want to. I can have a secondary power supply, so I can run this at a higher milliwattage, like 200 milliwatts, 100 milliwatts instead of just 25 milliwatts. So, showing the love, Quads. Is Quads and Mods in here? Oh, yes, he is. All right. 10,000 plus one here. There you go. Guinea G, what's up? Top Gun Maverick, John Hertz. Hey, Def Drone. Like everybody showing some love. Make sure you guys are lubing up to each other, man. It's definitely a big plus. So, Quads and Mods is actually another friend of mine here. His name's Tom. and he does a lot of hubs and stuff, and not just hubs and stuff. He kind of dabbles. I think he's been doing some Holy Stone stuff a lot too here. And if we all know anything about Holy Stone's doing some pretty awesome things at the moment. They really are. Holy Stone is killing it right now with their tech support. So I know a lot of people are like, well, they're cheaper quads. They're still doing really, really well. So I never a notification. YouTube sucks. YouTube does suck. I'm stealing that? Okay. So, all right. Well, let's move on to the next part here. I still had my second piece of tape just in case the wires weren't long enough, which they weren't. So we don't need the rubber boot. I think I am going to go in through the top. So let's put these wires aside for the moment. Let's put these aside for the moment. Put this up here on the table. Lower this so you guys can see what I got going on here. I'll try to read the comments even though the camera's pointed down. We are going to unravel the FPV camera wiring job that I did a while ago here, if I can. Hopefully I can get this undone smoothly without yanking stuff out of the board, because that would really suck. So let's see if we can undo this wonderful tape job I did a number of months ago. There's one. Beautiful. And this is why we roll it all on single pin. This is why you roll it up like a taco, because when you want to undo it, it's really easy to undo. This is also why I don't like to use shrink wrap, because I like to get back in here and modify without having to cut stuff if I can avoid it. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, cool. See if we can detach the tape for the moment. Get inside of here. Pull these wires out a little bit so we can attach our new wiring job to it here. Alright, so hot glue gun's getting heated up here. Let's see, do I want to go from the bottom or do I want to go through the top? Let's do this for now. I'll just put these wires up through the hole. Pull up the ESC. We'll get the ESC out of the way here. I'll go ahead and push these wires up through the leg hole real quick. Once we get them up through here like so, that connection shouldn't be able to come through. Good, it's not. We'll go ahead and wire in the second part of this. And we'll put our tape on there just like before. Make sure these are nice and tight. She's saying a lot. Hey, Scott. Hi, Wayne. We got Wayne in here. 16 likes. If you guys just came in the room, please remember to smash that like button. It definitely helps, I think. I keep telling myself it does, even though it looks like it really, really does not. But it is what it is. Better safe than sorry, right? Smashed. Awesome. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to focus on what you're saying and what I'm doing here. This is the fun of doing open modding while you're doing a live stream. So we'll actually put these wires pointed down. That way we can do our fun little tape job here. We're going to start taco. And make sure I'm not missing any comments. Excellent. Alright, so we'll start with red. We'll get a couple good wraps in there first. A couple good little wraps. And we'll put the black wire in there next. Taco wire wrap. There we go. We are ready for the second part here. The black wire in there nicely. Excellent. Pull this up nice and tight. Got a good lock all the way across. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. I should have plenty to play with here now. It's not too tight, not too loose. Should be able to put that down there and glue it on the side. Excellent. Should still be able to push this down comfortably. Looks like that's a go. Let's pull this out. Let's pull this up real quick. Go around the top of the wire, put it back down. There we go. All right. Now we got our wires accessible to attach to the FPV camera here. Looks like we got enough this time to do it. Let's see. YouTube is turning crappy for Underdog. Heck yeah. Yes, it is. I don't know what the hell's happening to YouTube. YouTube is becoming a joke. YouTube is becoming a joke. Alright. So, figure out which wires I want to start with here. Because I unraveled that tape, we're going to go ahead and start with new tape here. Let's get a nice fresh piece going on. Nice fresh piece of electrical tape. Right, sounds good to me. Alright, there you go, it's quite nice. Pull that off in a minute. Let's attach these wires. Move on from here. Alright. Now we can run this on 2 different power cells. Now we'll be able to run this on the board's power if we want to plug it into the LED port, or we'll be able to run it on a single cell battery, which is a major, major plus. Major plus. Well, just to test things here, guys, I'm going to turn this around. I don't know if this single cell wire or the single cell battery I pulled out has any kind of power, but let's plug it in before we start getting everything back together and make sure this battery works. There we go. Just plug it in one more time here. As you can see, the camera has started up inside there. The blue LED is on. It is blinking a number inside of there. That is good news. That means my wiring job for the single cell 3.7 has worked perfectly. I will now be able to insert those wires up there properly. They're not touching here on the top just yet. We're going to go underneath the omnidirectional or the cloverleaf antenna and go from there. So let's go ahead and unplug this. Now let me know it works good, and then we'll figure out the mounting here in a second. So, perfect. Now I can bump this up to 100 milliwatts or even 200 milliwatts if I want to. So, and I can still run it on the board's power if necessary. There we go. Get these wires apart. Make sure that this connection is on the opposite side so I can still plug it into that hole if I need to. Which for this I'm going to, so I can see how much room I've got to work with here. Let's make sure this is going to go in there nice and smooth. Nope, that did not work. Come on, you. Playing head games now. Let's not play any head games. How frustrating. It's gonna put up a fight, I can tell. It's really wanting to put up a fight with me. There we go. There we go. Alright, because we got 2 connections going on this time, instead of hot taping it, we're just going to go ahead and glue the wiring harness together. Because I don't want these wires touching at all. Electrical tape will pull this too tight, so put a nice coating of hot glue over the wires to make sure they don't touch at all. Modding 101, guys. Hot glue is your best friend, trust me. Hot glue is absolutely your best friend. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, one more right here to connect these. Make sure they don't touch each other too much. Should be good to go with that. Excellent. Alright, so now that's done. Now that that's done, Should be able to angle this down a little bit more. Broken quad, I found that rubber. Just lube you. There you go. Make sure you guys are lubing up to each other. Hot glue your nipples together. I'm good. Thanks, Steven. It's a great idea, but probably not going to happen. All right. Excelente. So we got all our main wiring done here. This is perfect so far. I'm going to put a little more hot glue on this side just to make sure these wires have a good solid hold. I don't want these two to connect at all. Because these cameras are cheap, this is a very easy modification to do. Little extra wiring, so now we got a ton of wiring going on here, but it's all good. It's all good, baby. If you guys just came in the room, please hit the like button. I think it helps. I think it helps. Should be good, yes. All right, cool. Now I should be able to tuck these wires down in here. Excellent. So I can be connected to the board, and then I can hook a 1-cell battery to the side here. So right about there, I'm going to go ahead and drop some glue. And we're going to go ahead and hot glue this connector right to the side here. Let's put a dab about where I want it. Put a nice big fat dab of hot glue right there. And I'm going to bend this connector. Set it on there without getting any hot glue inside of the terminal. That would be bad news. And there you go. Now I can connect a 1-cell battery to the side of this, but we're not quite done yet because this needs Velcro. So, very simple modification for powering your FPV cameras and not adding much weight to the quad with a very tiny battery. So now we've got the whole wiring scheme done in here. I can either run it off the board's power, I can run the FPV camera off the board's power by plugging into the LED port, or I can disconnect this and I can run it on 1-cell power if I want to and actually get the full 200 milliwatts or 100 milliwatts. If I'm running it on the board's power, the most I can push is about 25 milliwatts. Otherwise, it starts sucking too much from the board. So, very easy. What it don't happen fast. Damn, Skipper, that's a big boat. Yes. All right, so now we need to not use the hot glue gun anymore. Oh! Done with the hot glue gun. Put that aside. We're not doing any soldering, so I don't have to worry about that. I can put the rubber guard back underneath the bottom here. We don't need that anymore either. Excellent. All right, so this thing is very modified, man. This has placement for 1-cell battery. It also has 3 dBi drilled SMA antennas on here, as well as the transmitter. It has a modified GoPro connection. It has a modified FPV camera. So we've also soldered in all the wires. I mean, this thing's about as modified as you can really go, unless you decide you're going to put a gimbal or something on this. But for the most part, this is about as much as you can really do to the Bugs 3 and not go too crazy, So let's go ahead and plug this up anyways, just to make sure this is in there. And make sure our case, our topper fits on here perfectly still. Shouldn't have any issues. Click 1, click 2, click 3, and click 4. Beautiful. FPV, and now I can run 1-cell battery on the side. We're good to go. We just need to cut a little bit of the Velcro, which I think I've got right here. One piece. I need to see if I can find the other piece. Oh. If you're wondering how prepared I am, there you go. So, let me go, that's all Velcro. I'm a hobbyist, man. I can't help it. I can't help it. Let me go grab a knife real quick. Okay. Just cut a nice chunk off of here. About as big as the battery if I can. Probably looking at something about like that. Beautiful. All right. Let's find out how much of this we actually need here. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. That's all right. Not gonna hurt nothing. Not gonna cut easily, huh? I feel you. It's gonna be that kind of day. All right. We're gonna put this right along the running board down here, so I can attach a battery all the way up the side if I want to. Beautiful. Now, figure out how much we need to put on the battery here. I've got this piece looks perfect. And I think we're going to do it. Let's find out here. So it's going to be that side up and back. Excellent. About like that, I want to say. Perfect. Piece of tape on a nice piece of Velcro right here on the back of the battery. Make sure it's got a good connection. Now, should just be able to slide that. So the first thing you would do is connect the connection. Let's see if I can get this in here. Like so. Alright, cool. So it's currently plugged into the Bug 3. The Bug 3 is trying to start up because I have it plugged into the board. But if I remove that wire, I just run it on the power of the clip. Should just power up the camera only. There you go. Camera is on. You can see the LEDs blinking in the front. Now we can take this, stick it right up there like so, and 1-cell battery powered 200 milliwatt FPV camera running on its own power source. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Unplug that. I gotta put a little glue on the back of this because otherwise this is just gonna keep coming off. Ah. Yeah, breaking things here, guys. I'm breaking things. Let's see if we still got some good amount of hot glue here. It should still be hot enough to... Should still be hot enough to produce some nice hot glue here. Excellent. And now I don't have to worry about it pulling the Velcro off anymore. Good to go. All right. And that is the 1-cell battery modification to the Bug 3. Oh man, DW. I think they have the Sky controller for the Bebop refurbished at Newegg. I will check that out, Skipper. Let's see what happens. Alright, good to go. Tomorrow I'll be running on the single cell battery, so I don't need it connected to the board currently. So I'll be able to put the topper on there. Excellent. And for now, I'm just going to aim that battery down. Just let it hang so it reminds me to charge it. And there you go, GoPro on the back of it. So... Pretty easy little job for FPV, but this has been one of my favorite FPV quads I've ever had. This thing is just super stable. It's very easy to modify. It's cheap to modify. Brushless motors, 20-minute flight time, just craziness. Complete craziness. So, hey, good to see you guys again. What's up? Alright, let's put some of these tools away here. Tool life. I gotta go through this drawer again here pretty soon. And, yeah, that's good. That's good. A couple of these, because you never know what the occasion might lead into. John Hurts with $2. Thank you, brother. That is awesome of you. I forgot the damn super chat button was even on. Hey, you know what? That just tells me that at least I can still get super chats. That's really cool. The FT12 will go 2 more miles per hour faster if you get a 1500 3S Gen Ace LiPo. I'd be really careful running 3S on that boat, man. I mean, I think it is a 3S, isn't it? It's already a 3S. I never connected a 4S. Maybe you want to try that. See what you can do. If I remember, I guess it is a 3S boat, but yeah, I don't... yeah, there you go. 26 miles per hour. Yeah, you know what? The FT11 goes about 29 until I put that aluminum prop on it, and now it flies. I mean, it flies. I've got so many props in here now. I don't even know what to do with them. I don't know if you want to try any of these. I got some somewhere. I had some metal props. I got them somewhere. I tried a few different props. Some of them are too big. Some of them had some really nasty bite to them. Some of them overpowered it. Some of them did some crazy stuff. What, Steven, why did you send me $20, bro? Oh my gosh. Okay, Steven, thank you for the $20. Don't, no. All right? Don't do that. Don't, no. You guys are killing me. That's for fucking with you all night. Oh, okay. Well, Lisa's got a purpose then. I'm good with that. The 1800 that comes with... What did that say? Oops. It seemed to disappear. Oh, there we go. The 1800 that comes with the FT12 is only about 1400 millimeter true capacity. Yeah. I always wondered about that, but I will tell you, the FT12 is a sick little boat, man. It was fast, but it went too fast. It pulled itself apart. So it would just hammer itself into the ground, and I would keep having to replace parts all the time. The FT11s never needed anything. So, I should grow a... Yeah, that's light. It's there. It's just really light. I've always had like kind of blondish until I get to here. Then it starts to turn brown. Even right here, it's just always been very light. I have the 11 also. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. That VXP prop that I put on there is insane, man. It shoots at least an 8 to 12 foot rooster tail. Completely changes the sound of it. And once it gets some speed, man, it goes, bro. It definitely goes. I bet you it's coming up on 30, 35, easily probably 36 or 37 miles an hour. So, better than gray, Dan. Yeah, no, I got my first patch right there, if you guys can see it. Right there. First patch of gray coming in. 30 years old, man. It's not good. You know, MD, I tested that whole thing all the way through with my heat gun to make sure it wasn't overheating, and it was doing just fine. I will tell you, though, the extra power from the prop, because of the pitch dig, kills the battery a lot faster. You get about 7 minutes as opposed to like 10 or 12 minutes of runtime. So... give to get, man. You want to go faster, you lose battery power quicker. But as far as the components, I haven't had to do anything. So I've been pretty lucky. So, yeah, man. Yo, Moneymaker, 254. No problem, bro. I actually, I screen recorded your call to Ron. I hope you don't mind, bro. I screen recorded that entire segment. Do you mind if I post that on my channel? Because it was definitely pretty funny. I put it as unlisted so he could watch it, so he knew what happened. It was very amusing, though. So, hi, Bob Biker. Hey, Bob. Sup? Mike Brooks in the house. Wayne up in here. Up in here. All right, so check this out. If I don't throw the thing. You guys remember this thing? Does it look any different now? I should hope it looks a lot different. I would say it should look a lot more aggressive. Never mind. Go right ahead. You can make public. All right, awesome. Does this thing look different now? What looks different? Can I ask what happened? We played a really, really funny prank on Ron. The Money channel there was doing prank calls, and I got him to prank call Ron, who was getting ready for sleep, and it was just a very funny call. I'll go ahead and upload that here. I put it as unlisted so Ron could watch it and get a kick out of it. But yo, does this thing look any different? What looks different about this? It wouldn't be the fact that it has 1/10 scale shocks on it now that are actually oiled with 1/10 scale tires, does it? That's not the case. That couldn't be. How's that possible? Never. It wouldn't be. It's not possible. What? That truck just hit the market? It did. And now it's completely modified because I'm bored and I have too much time on my hands. What do you think? I haven't even had this thing for 24 hours and I've completely taken it to a whole new level. So, yeah, man. This looks like a beast now. The only thing was I put the 1/10 scale shocks on the front and it actually bent the servo up so it couldn't handle it, so I had to put the stock shocks back on the front here. But I can run the 1/10s on the back. The 1/10 tires, I just can't run those shocks. I'm going to have to look up HPI parts and see if we can get some shocks that aren't quite as heavy duty for the front. But I do want to change these out, man. These shocks are annoying me. They're annoying. They stick too much. But it looks completely different now. This thing looks like a mud bog truck from hell. So, craziness. That's what happens when you give me 24 hours to play with a new toy. I completely deck it out. And that's why you watch my channel. So, also, holy Christ. This is supposed to take a 2S, 7.4 volt. This was only a 1/18 scale with a 1/10 scale motor inside of it, the 540 motor. I shoved a 3-cell battery that was almost as long as the truck inside of this, and I bet you it easily went almost 60 miles an hour before it toppled over its face, shot across the road, and slammed into the side of my neighbor's house just from tapping the brakes to try to slow it down. This truck is complete and utter insanity. I have no idea how this is legal to sell a truck like this to a teenager. I kid you not. I felt so bad. I went over and apologized to the neighbor. I mean, there was no slowing this thing down. It was just, I hit the throttle and all of a sudden I realized I made a mistake. It was completely wheel standing all the way out. And then I hit the brakes to try to slow down. And then it was like, screw you, buddy. And it faced forward. And then it did one of these. And then it did that 200 times all the way across the street, across the school parking lot, and into my neighbor's house at the end of the block. It was insane. So can this go faster than 30 miles an hour? Yes, I would probably estimate it was going close to 60 miles an hour before I realized I made a stupid on a 3S. So if you really wanted to find out what this thing was capable of, put a 3S battery in it. It seemed to be able to handle it. The problem is you need a big open play field to play with this thing because this was scary fast on 3S. I mean, just ridiculously scary fast. It was already scary fast on 2S. 7.4, you drop an 11.1 battery in this thing and all of a sudden it just became an absolute animal of insanity. So that's a $40 truck. Guys, right now, that link I gave you guys, it's $40 for this truck. She gave you $8 off. It's $53, so it's like $43 for this truck right now. And this thing is absolute insanity. So think about it, 40 bucks. Craziness. Oiled shocks, metal drivetrain, everything. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. I can't believe they're selling it for so cheap right now. So, but more mods to come for this as well. I really want to get a smaller 3S battery because when I ran it, it was way too big and it had a 30C discharge rate. So I want to try more for like a 10, 20C discharge rate. This is the WL Toys A979-B. Is what this is. I have the A959-B on the back there, but this is the A979-B. So, yes, it's the Dash EV is, yeah, but it's made by WL Toys. So, it's way faster than my Andromeda brushless 1/18 scale on 3S. This thing is just completely savage on 3S. I mean, scary fast on 3S. Like break your ankle speeds on 3S. Don't get hit with this thing. Hurt. Ow, ow. Ouchie. So, anyways, I'm going to charge up a bunch of batteries here. Now that I've got this done, I got to go plug in that 1-cell battery, attach my GoPro to this, and get this ready for tomorrow. We're having a whole day of FPV flying. Anytime, bro, I'll remember your... What's that? I didn't quite see that. Give me 1 sec. Anytime, bro, I'll remember your nice remarks, too. Oh, yes. How much does that one go for, Dan? That little truck right now, if you go to my last video where I just reviewed it, it's $53 with $8 off with the coupon code, so you can get it for like $42 or $43. So I wouldn't even think twice. That thing is ridiculous. Yes, it's hobby grade. Yes, you're going to have to put parts in it. Yes, it's a maintenance monster. You're going to end up doing a bunch of stuff to it and having to have a probably plethora of spur gears laying around for it because it's just so damn torquey, so powerful, and so ridiculous. But to get it for like $43 right now is just crazy. It's like just unheard of, especially with all the metal drive component upgrades. My Hobbyco Dromeda brushless doesn't even have the metal upgrades. That thing comes stock with the metal upgrades. The only thing that's not metal is obviously the pinion is brass, and the reduction gear the spur gear is plastic or nylon, one or the other. So, but they do sell a hardened steel gear. So if you're worried about ripping out spur gears, I'm probably just going to order a hardened steel gear, pinion and spur, and just replace them, and then hopefully I can stop all that. So. Brass is metal. I get that, but it's soft metal. It's not like regular hardened steel. You know what I'm saying? So you get where I'm going with that, Steven. Look how many people I started talking technical stuff, and like a bunch of people were like, "To the room, mother bitch." And they just took off. That's what happens, man, when you nerd out on camera. People just bail. They're like, "Okay, this is too nerdy for me. I'm out of here. I don't know what's happening right now. Are they speaking English? I can't tell. Como está inglés?" That's what just took place. So, still here. Hardened steel, that's what she said. Yeah. I am flying the Bugs 3 tomorrow. That's why I'm finishing the mods on it. I'm also flying the Rodeo 110. I got to go charge all those batteries up next. So, Mother Beach? Exactly. Oh, gosh. Where would you guys be without me, man? I don't even know where I'd be without me. That's the problem. Steven, I haven't had much of a chance to fly this thing, bro. This drone you sent me because it's just been too windy. Battery's been fully charged for like a week now. I'm starting to feel bad. I need to go discharge it, but I can't because I'm afraid to fly it in the house, and it's been too windy to fly it outside. But I definitely want to keep playing with it because this thing was cool. So maybe if it's not too windy, I'll take it out and fly it around the tower tomorrow. With any luck. With any luck. But, yeah, man. So, what did I do? I'm breaking things. Steven, I'm breaking things. It's too early. It's too late. It's too late. It's too early. I feel naked with all the blue. Oh, my gosh. I tried acro. It was hell. I had the same aileron backwards, so it was no bueno. I got to, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. No, tomorrow I'm going to be doing some more acro if I can. I'm going to be trying. Hopefully it's not too windy. If it is too windy, I'm just going to fly stabilized because I can. So I've been waiting on DW approval before I buy one. Oh, wait. Are you talking about the 6S? The S6? The Wingslet S6? This thing is awesome, man. This thing is killer. This thing is, I was impressed after the first day I flew it. The only problem I really am having is if it's too windy, then you get a little shake in the camera, and then you can kind of see it like bumping and jumping around. But for the most part, man, it's not too bad. It has EIS, electronic image stabilization, and it's just not as good as something like the Bebop, but it does do a fairly good job. Like when you're leaning or tilting, you can see that if you do it way too pronounced. And it also, without the transmitter, only flies at like 2.5 meters per second, which is pretty slow. It's just a selfie drone. Everybody seems to forget that. Like, oh, the flight time is only 8 minutes. It's like, well, you're only supposed to send it out, take a picture of yourself for a quick video, and then bring it back. It's a selfie drone. That's what it is. It's a selfie quad. You know, if you want to go faster, buy the transmitter. They got an R6 transmitter, so you can go a little bit faster and actually have some more fun with it. So never trust a man with a thin upper lip. Good. I'm a fat, chubby dude with a big neck. So, anyways, I got a lot of stuff to charge up. Lots of bad reviews on it. John, think about this, and this is what I told everybody. There were bad reviews before they actually fixed all the problems. I congratulate and I praise Wingsland for going back and fixing the issues instead of just bailing on the bird. When you first get it, you're going to have to do 2 firmware updates to it and a camera update. So they have gone back, they have solved the problems, they have fixed the issues. Now there is a difference. There's an alpha, there's like 3 models of this thing. Beta, second edition, and then alpha, which is premium edition is the one that I have. The black one is the premium edition. Okay, the orange one apparently is indoor and outdoor now. But there's a difference between them, and that's what I'm trying to tell people is like there's a beta orange version and then there's the alpha orange version. The beta orange version has locking props, which is the original version that had a lot of issues. The premium edition is the one that has loose props that can go either way, and they also have an orange edition called the alpha edition that has loose props that can go either way. The alpha orange edition is the one that they fixed for indoor and outdoor. This is only the outdoor premium edition. So there are 3 different models. Pay attention when purchasing. They almost all look the same. Don't be fooled. There are a difference. Okay? So 19 people in here, 23 likes. If you haven't smashed that like button, please hit it. And if you haven't lubed up to one another, please make sure that you're spreading your lube nice and thick on each other because we all need to share the love, man. That's the reality of it. This is how YouTubers are going to survive, through love. And Steven, by the way, buddy, I had to share with you, Wayne. How's it going with the Rodeo 110? Well, hopefully we'll get to fly it tomorrow. It's been way too windy to try to fly any kind of acro. Danny boy, I don't need to know that. My bad. So, Steven, look, buddy, we are ready to go, bro. We got everything installed. We are good. We're in like clean. It's the SSD drive is working very good, man. Let's see if we can get it to boot up here. I just restarted after all the updates. So, oops, maybe I didn't turn it on. There we go. Let's give it a sec here. It's good to have a nice working keyboard again. Look. Look, we're good to go, bro. Windows 7 Home Premium, good to go. So thank you very much for that laptop, Steven. You got me away from my piece of junk laptop that needed some love. So, yeah. I needed some love, man. Spreads the lube. Give some love. He already told us some time ago that he is always naked and smoking cigs on his couch at the same time at night. I dare you to load Windows 10 on it. Do it. Do it. No. I've got 2 hard drives now. I got the SSD drive that it came with. I've got the 500 gigabyte Seagate gaming hard drive, and now I've got this 250 gigabyte hard drive. So we got some work that we still need to do here, man. This one, hopefully, I'm going to reformat with Windows 7 and also fix the drivers on and get that up and working again with the 500 gigabyte, because right now this currently has Windows 10 on it, and this is a completely blank partition freed up hard drive. So both of these still need some love, but we're working on it. Slow process. The point is, right now I have a working computer. Thank you to Stephen Merritt. So big shout outs to Stephen once again. So he's real hard drived. Me and Steven went back and forth, man. I don't like Windows 10. It's a resource monster, and it sucks. It's so slow. I don't care what computer you have. It's just fucking slow. It sucks, man. And if you turn off all the privacy settings, then it really slows it down, because they're like, oh, you want to turn off privacy settings? Watch what we do to you. We slow you down. Now you can't use shit. Your computer suck a dick. So, yeah. Windows 7, the best Windows ever. I agree. 10 does suck. Yeah, it's horrible. I hate 10. It's just a resource monster. I mean, just this SSD drive, this solid state drive, is just ridiculously fast compared to those mechanical drives. So, Steven, you were right about that. This SSD drive, when properly hooked up and working, is fast. It's definitely quick. So, you said 300 second time. Yeah, this live stream was never going to get monetized. Never. You know, the funny thing is, guys, if I get 300 or 400 views on a video, it's like 49 cents. It's really not that much. The only time you actually make decent money on a video is if you get like 30 or 40,000 views on a video. Then it gets like $25 or $30 a month. As long as it keeps that CPM up, then it keeps your revenue stream going up. So your clicks per mile also get readjusted and it starts going up. All UI resource hogs all day. Yeah, I run a pirated copy of Windows 7 on my HTPC. It's great. Yeah, no, this was definitely a Pirate of Bays purchase, and stuck on a 250 gigabyte hard drive or USB drive. I think this is 250. Yeah, 256 gigabyte USB drive, and then turned into an ISO format so I could use this as a bootable disk. So good to go. Steven was getting antsy with me, man. He was like, just contact me and we'll get it worked out. Stop trying to do things yourself, you stupid idiot. And I'm like, but I like to learn, Steven. I like to do things by myself. So, yeah, we had some fun comments. We had some fun calls back and forth. Good info. Is that, oops, something about 4K. Hold on a sec. Most I ever got was 4K on one of my videos some time ago. Yeah, no, it's, I don't know. I'll tell you what's really happened is that when I post a video, I don't get many views. But when I do a live stream like this, I get a ton of views. My last 2 live streams had like 800 views. And my last like 4 videos didn't even break 300 views. It's frustrating, but it is what it is, man. I had no expectations. I went from making like 500 views down to 200, then back up to 350. I have to assume that maybe it's the season, part of the time of year. I don't really know. It's just a big guessing game. So I took a break. No, it's not really it, because I didn't really take a break. I was still keeping the algorithm revived by doing a stream or a video by the end of the week or something like that. So it is what it is, man. I don't care. I've still got a ton of stuff coming from the sponsors, man. So now I've got RC Moment. I got like 3 RC Moment reps. I finally picked up Gear Best, and I've got GP Toys as well as Geek Buying. So it's all kind of slowly coming together. It just took a while. I'm still frustrated with YouTube and how they're doing things, though. It doesn't change how I feel about YouTube. YouTube still has me just wanting to punch the CEO in the face as hard as I can. That guy just doesn't care about small channels. Doesn't care. So I'll continue doing this until it's not fun anymore, or I take off and I become a brand name. That's the hope, is that one day Drone Worship will be everywhere. When you buy a new toy, it'll be like DW approved right on there instead of quality control. I'm gonna be that guy. Peace out, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, Moneymaker, it's all good, bro. Thanks for stopping in. I'll when I see your live streams up, man, I'll stop in and catch you. So cool, bro, cool. Let's see. And if I make merchandise, just give me a show of comments right now. If I make any merchandise, would anybody be willing to purchase it? Lanyards, coffee cups, something like that. Hats, maybe. If you guys are serious, man, I'll go ahead and get back on Teespring and I'll design some stuff. A little more official than last time. We'll try to make it look a lot better than we did the first time around. But if you guys are seriously want some stuff, man, I'm sure I could make some stuff. You want a lanyard? Okay. Dan, I want to buy the Wizard X220. You think they are any good? The person you really need to talk to about that low-life 4x4 would be E-Drone, who's... it used to be E-Drone09, now it's just E-Drone. Go on YouTube, look up E-Drone, and tell him DW sent you. He had the Wizard. He started off with it. Also, MD95 TSI, Chris Justice, also is flying the Wizard now. So get with those 2 YouTubers and check them out, man. A lot of fun. Already got a shirt, but lanyard would be cool. Okay, well, I'll see if I can find a company that's going to do some lanyards. Seems like lanyards would be a popular thing. So, and I figured that might be the case. I got a pair of FPV goggles coming from GearBest. Yeah, another lanyard. Okay, I figured the lanyards would be where it's at. So I will. I'll try to get with a company and see if we can make some lanyards. So one to hold the transmitter. Absolutely. The RC Sailors would like a chip, but a chip clip. Oh, I just started. I do okay views, but I got a long ways to go. For people, what was that? Hold on a sec. For people hitting that one button. Yeah, man. I just noticed it's really hard to get retention now with all the guidelines because YouTube is like just killing the notifications. I don't know what they're doing right now. This is really kind of crazy, but they're just don't seem to care to send out notifications, man. Right now, I would normally have like 35 or 40 people watching the stream. I think the most I had through the stream was like 23. So obviously, notifications really aren't going out like they used to. You need to do live feeds every night. I can't, man. I work midnight sometimes. I get off at 10 p.m. You guys got to remember, I work a really weird schedule compared to everybody else. So if I had a regular schedule, I'd be doing regular things like everybody else. I just don't, man. I get screwed. My job sucks. My job is not cool. So I do what I can. I definitely do what I can. So I got to get that iPad out to Sean here. John's mustache needs live feeds. I show 20 now. I know. It varies. It goes up and down and up and down. It's funny because a lot of the people that's just subscribed to me recently for this support have not really been in my streams, and I've been in a lot of theirs. There are some people that have been coming in like Tosh, Money, Red Beauty, JoJo Walker, Brian. Like none of those guys have really been in here. But I have been seeing some people from the support groups that have been showing up here a little bit. You did well, DW. Well, thank you. The most I ever got was doing a drone versus video. Yeah. Versus videos, modification videos, and new products. Those are what are going to get you the views if you're doing drone or RC product stuff. So, guys, just because you're a small channel doesn't mean you can't reach out to sponsors. Get a hold of GearBest. They have affiliate programs that you can try to sign up for to review products. Show them what you can do. Make sure you ask them for a logo that you can put in your video so they know that you're serious about representing them. There's just things you can do to further yourself as a YouTuber, especially if you're doing RC products. Don't think just because you're a small channel you can't get a sponsorship. It is quite easy, actually. You'd be very surprised. Make sure every one of your videos has an email address attached to it because that is how China gets a hold of you. That's how their reps get a hold of you. They go through YouTube videos and then they find you and like, oh, let's see if he's got contact information. And then they go to your contact information. They send you an email. Hey, we're GearBest. We were wondering if you'd like to do some reviews for our company. Boom. So make sure that if you're doing it, you're putting your email address in all of your videos if you want any kind of sponsorship, okay? Give them a way to get in contact with you. If you don't, they're not going to call you at all or get a hold of you. So DW live streams are better than... Steven's an idiot. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Steven, by the way, I wanted to tell you, have you been watching that new cartoon called My Cartoon President? It is hilarious. I mean, absolutely hilarious. If you have not watched it yet, man, you should definitely start watching it. I cannot believe this Logan dude on YouTube. Oh my god. It wasn't just Logan, it was a whole bunch of things that screwed it up for everybody. So let's see, what was that? You were flying in the house the other day. What was that? You were flying in the house the other day. Did I fly something in the house? I don't remember flying anything in the house. I could be wrong. I don't think so though. What day are you talking about, Skipper? Oh, you're talking to Bob. Okay, Bob. Guess I'm just too old. Too old for what? What are you too old for, John? Did I miss something? Let me go back. I cannot believe it. Yeah, well, it is what it is, man. Logan Paul was just the first start of the issues that were happening on YouTube. It just gave him more fire to be able to take more stuff away. I just wish Logan Paul would quit YouTube at this point and stop trying to apologize to everybody. Dude, you made a massive mistake. You filmed a dead body, you laughed about it with your friends, then you posted it thinking it would be like, yeah, think of the views. Like, yeah, the views right into the dirt. They took your monetization away, and now all you want is your money back. Dude, if you hadn't made stupid decisions in the first place. You got so close to the body, you were feeling it like, hey guys, there's still stuff in his pockets. You know, that's craziness to me. That's just stupid. I don't know who in their right mind thought that was an okay thing to film a dead body and then post it. Did he not even think that he has kids that watch his channel at all? I mean, the idiot, if he couldn't decipher that that was a dumb idea to do, he probably shouldn't be making YouTube videos anymore. So that's the reality of it, man. Some people just make really, really stupid decisions. So when is Battery Tech going to catch up for RC stuff? All right, Nick, that is a very interesting question. So they've had a few breakthroughs in batteries. Steven, you can help me out with this. I want to say they're calling it the steel, the metal, the lipo steel battery or something like that. It's like a hybrid battery mixed with a bunch of different things that should double the time that we're seeing. They're talking about it doubling the time that we're seeing in RC products, but not just RC products. This battery has the potential to change the world. Think about cars that could double what they're already getting. Think about how crazy it would be if you took a Tesla car and you doubled its output that it currently already had with this battery. So lipo metal battery, there you go. It's called lipo metal battery. It's very, very interesting what they're doing right now. And, you know, I thought for a while that, I forget what it's called. It's, God, man, I just can't think tonight. I'm so tired. Graphene. I think it was called graphene. And that was like a super capacitor they were trying to make. And if you applied graphene to products, you could like instantly charge things with graphene because it was a super capacitor. And then for some reason that technology just went and nobody pursued it. So I don't know if it was going to cost too much to go after graphene. But then we started seeing these lipo metal batteries and all this news about these lipo metal batteries coming out. So if you haven't checked it out, lithium metal, isn't it? There you go. Something like that. Just check out lithium metal, lipo metal batteries, something crazy like that. I haven't really had a chance to sit down and do more research on it, but about a month ago when I first heard about it, I was investigating it pretty hard because that would change not just RC world, but that would change the entire planet and how we use batteries. So big plus, man. Very cool. Oh, well, it's crazy how they try to make everybody pay for one person's actions. Yeah, I mean, it is. It is. I think really it's just a larger scheme of things. I think they're trying to phase out people doing videos and they want to bring more live streams in than people making videos. Why don't they use the same crank that charges emergency flashlights because of the propeller's turn? You're talking like just to get like 30 seconds of battery power? I don't know, man. That's a cool idea in an emergency situation. I don't think you could really power a drone. You'd have to spin that thing for like 45 days straight to fill up a lithium-powered battery. It's an interesting idea, though. I guess it would be really interesting to see how they would have to gear that thing to produce a massive amount of power for half the amount of work to be able to recharge a battery or, you know, make a temporary generator of some kind. It's a cool idea, though, man. You know, I don't know if they could really perfect that very well, but it's always the future. You know, I keep looking more towards it. If you had told my little 9-year-old self that I could have a helicopter in a backpack, I would have called you a liar and punched you in the wiener. Okay? That's reality. If you told my adult self that you could have a helicopter in your backpack, I would not punch you in the wiener. I would present you with this. Seriously, this is not even thought of as a kid. This is future, and it's amazing how fast we're moving and how far we're coming. To be able to hold something this small in my hands and actually be able to fly this with precision and accuracy with how small this really is. You know what I'm saying? This is something I wanted as a kid so bad I could taste it. And now you can put this in your pocket. Boop. This is something I always wanted as a child. And like I said, if you had told my 9-year-old self something like this existed, I would have punched you right in the pee-pee and told you you are full of Seriously. Now we have it. It's crazy. Anyways, good times. Oh, Turkey or something. Yeah. So did they invite the tether? What's that? Hold on a sec. So did they ever invent the tether line for the 3DR Solo? You can. If you want one, they still make them. You can contact the original company that designed them, and I'm sure you can still get yourself one. It was a 200-foot cable that attached to the Solo that allowed the 3DR Solo to fly for 45 days straight without ever having to come down. That's crazy. There was so much ambition for the Solo. I still feel like it is the world's best drone as a tool because it meets you at all aspects. Beginner, intermediate, expert, professional. It meets you on every plane that you can think of. So, when people are like, DJI. If you told my 9-year-old self that 3DR Solo was going to suck, I would have punched you right in the PP. DJI fans need to be punched in the PP anyways. Matter of fact, I got kind of a rumbly tummy right now, man. I may just have to go take a DJI in a second. So, we'll see. Hope I don't run out of TP. Flycam John, what's up? I cracked one in half last week. Oh my god. Oh man. I don't mind DJI. They fly like a box and they're overpriced and they're I don't know, man. I think the hype for DJI is really kind of in my eyes. I don't mind. There's diehard DJI people. I don't want to name names, but we all know a few of them. Punch me in the wiener, please. Are you bored, John? I'm sorry. I was actually getting ready to shut the stream down because I still have to charge a ton of batteries before I go to bed and get things set up. Oh, man. DJI is boring. Yeah, no, it is. And they price gouge the gimbals. Yeah, well, Steven, it is what it is. You want to talk about price gouging the 3DR Solo gimbal, but think about this. You can still get them for like $200, $250, right? The original Solo gimbal dropped for over $400. So even if you get it for under $400, you're still getting a deal. Don't hate, appreciate, Steven. Love the Solo for what it is. That's why it sits on the top shelf. That's why it just sits up there. It's my baby. It's the one true drone that earned its place up there on the top shelf, baby. That's why it's there. That's why all these other drone platforms are down here. You see, the Bugs 3 actually made it above the Phantom 3, right? And the Hubsan is at middle ground, and the Ghost drone is scary, to say the least. I don't know if I want to fly it. So, anyways, yeah, man. Good times. Nope. Solo's King 2 Hubsan controls. Yeah, boy. Over 100 for that gimbal is ridiculous. Big Daddy in the house. How is it, broski? What's up, Big Daddy? Let's see what else we got here. What is your most expensive drone? Oh, well, I mean, when they first came out or now, today's pricing and what they're worth today? That's the question. You got to be a little more specific. Because the most expensive drone sitting on that shelf right now would be the 3DR Solo at a whopping price point, release date of $2,200 roughly. So, Big Daddy in the house, how is it, broski? Or best. Well, my best drone is easily the 3DR Solo. That's not even a thought. I don't even have to, it's yeah. So, and then I think the runner-up would probably be the DJI Phantom 3 at a price point of like $500 when it first dropped, maybe $600. And then the Hubsan X4 Pro release price was like $499, single access gimbal. And then the Ghost drone was close to $400, I want to say. Don't forget how much you have to put into them. I didn't. That was Steven. That was my point. Like when they first came out, a full 3DR Solo, fully dressed, was like $2,200. out the hole. That's what you were going to spend. It costs more than the Phantom 4 Pro, but there's a reason for that. It had 2 onboard computers, shoots in 4K, it had all these amazing features that GoPro Hero 4 still, or the DJI 4 still doesn't have. So, as far as I'm concerned, the 3DR Solo is more advanced than the DJI 4. It just is. It's got more technology. I don't care about all the sensors. The sensors mean nothing to me. If you're a good pilot, you don't really need them. You know, if you're a beginner pilot, then all those sensors are great for you. But if you're, you know, a weathered pilot, the 3DR Solo is just an incredible masterpiece. It's just a piece of art. So, here, folks, you have to have a GoPro. Do you like acro or prefer 6-axis gyro? I mean, it's not that I don't like acro, it's that I'm learning, and it's the last real phase of flying drones that I need to get through. So that's, if the weather was a little more permitting, I would be out there flying in this wonderful windy weather. But unfortunately, it's really hard to learn acro when it's like 30 mile an hour gusts every single day. So the sensors don't teach you to fly. That's my point. They really don't teach you to fly. Like, you learn nothing from having those sensors. That's the reality of it. Like, those sensors pamper you, and then when you get a drone that's more sophisticated that doesn't have some of those sensors, you're like, what do I do? Where do I go from here? I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah. So, I love the 3DR Solo, man. I really wish it had more of a future. I really do. I wish 3DR would come back and come up with a second version of this. I know it's never going to happen. It's wishful thinking, but yeah, man. I have problems walking. What is the best handicap drone? Oh, man. Handicap drone. I never thought about that. Hold on a sec. Let me answer some of these and I will get back to that. I live in Oklahoma and it's always windy. I have a cheap drone. And flips, flies, and things, and then I have to disarm. You learn with the Hubsan X4 H1LC. I learned to fly on a Mustang drone. Those do good if you're 150 feet in the air. Must fly. Steven is an acro champion. The sensors get finger smokes and screws up. Yeah, no, absolutely. Smudges and screws up. I completely agree. All right, so he says, I live in Oakland. I have problems walking. What is the best handicap drone? I mean, it's not really, I guess I don't see mobility as being the problem unless you had problems with your hands or missing an arm or something like that. Then, you know, but if you're just having an issue walking, I think most GPS platform birds would work just fine for you. I mean, there's not really too much of a thought process that goes into it. You know, I'm not quite sure what your complete ailments are, you know, but I think any real GPS platform bird, you know, would be fine for you as long as it's decently functioning, you know. So anything, I mean, that's really anything decent GPS would work for you. So I think you cut off there. He needs a 3DR Solo. Yeah, maybe not today, man. I don't represent the 3DR Solo like I used to because honestly, parts are getting a lot harder to find. It's not as cheap to build them anymore. You know, it is still an amazing platform if you can afford to do it. It's definitely an amazing platform. Anything except 501. Hey, EF Spider guy, he knows. Anything except Hubsan. Just steer clear of Hubsan if you want to save yourself a lot of frustrations. The Bebop 3 is a very good, or the Bebop 3, man, I wish. The Bebop 2 is a very good drone, even the original Bebop, but if you're looking for a lot less frustrations, I would go with the Bebop 2, definitely, or P3S Standard with the new 4K setup. There's definitely some good ones. So P3S is a good price point. He's absolutely correct. Don't have to spend a lot of time turning over. Yeah, I mean, P3S will get you right up in the air, and you'll be able to take 1080 at 25 frames per second, or you can do 2.7K at 25. So that'll get you right up in the air. The Solo is a lot of work. It's a lot of programming. It's a lot of firmware installations, finding out what works best for you. It's not really a beginner's drone unless you want to put a little time and effort into it. But once you get the Solo working, It's like night and day, bro. It's like making love to the most beautiful girl you've ever had in your life. Trust me. All right. Bebop is not update crazy like DJI. Yeah, no. Tweaking is part of the fun. That's why I like the Hubsan. Good night, all. I have to get up early. Skipper, thanks for stopping in, man. So I want a solo, dude. I think everybody should have one. If you can afford it, buy it. It's even right now, guys. Even if you're not buying the gimbal, you're not getting all the other stuff. You can still purchase a full 3DR solo for $200, $194. If you want the rest of it, you'll have to spend probably $220 on a gimbal if you really want the steady footage, because there's not really too much options available to us yet. But you can pick up a 3DR solo for $200 still, $194. And you can just stick a cheap camera on it, download Solex, and you got all the functionality. Just minus not having, some of the smart features and, a few other things. But, I mean, $200, man. I'd still buy it today. I wouldn't even think about it. It would still cost around $500 to do a true 3DR solo setup today. It would be about $500. So, knowing the fact that the 3DR Solo is more advanced than the Phantom 3 Standard or the Phantom 3 SE or the new Phantom 3 whatever it is, and it's still about as impressive as the DJI 4, for $500 I would just repurchase a Solo again. So that's truth right there at its finest. So my face went dark. Well, anyways, guys, I got a lot of batteries to charge. I have a long day tomorrow. We're doing some FPV flying tomorrow with the Rodeo 110. I'm also going to be flying both GPS quads. And I'm going to be meeting my girlfriend as well as 3 friends out there tomorrow for some fun. So I seen you go down on the Ghost drone before. I never seen you go down on the Solo. Yeah, no, the Ghost drone is a interesting bird to say the least. So I finished charging batteries. Ugh. I gotta charge up the Solo batteries. I gotta charge up the Phantom batteries. I gotta charge up the Rodeo batteries. I got a lot of batteries to charge. So, damn GoPros cost as much as the Solo and the gimbal. It's not true. You can pick up a GoPro Hero 4 Silver now for around $129. That's pretty cheap. So, to get a Hero 4 now used or refurbished for $129, get yourself one. They're worth it. So, Solo is reliability. You need to sleep, DW, I know. Girlfriend, it was a date 2 weeks ago. Hey, man, I can't help it, bro. She's a cutie with the booty. So, yeah, man, things might be getting more serious. We'll see. Could be fun. She's a lot of fun. Got a great personality. So, it'd be interesting. Just wish the Solo didn't dead end with the Hero 4. DNR drones, it didn't dead end. You can hook up the Terrat gimbal and put the Hero 5 and the Hero 6 on it with a little bit of work, and if you go to the DJI mods group, you can install the Terrat gimbal and have full functionality. The only thing you have to do is start the camera. You can't physically do it from the transmitter, but you can start it, and then you have all full functionality with Hero 5 or Hero 6. So don't think you're limited. Remember, it's an open platform. It's an open source platform. You can install a lot of stuff that shouldn't be installed to it because it's open source. So if you haven't joined the Solo Mods and Quads group or Mods and whatever group, Mods and something. Anyways, check it out. All right. 3DR Solo Mods group. Some smart puppies in there, man. They know what they're talking about. So, anyways, guys, I'm out of here, man. It's been fun. Thanks for stopping in. And thanks for showing support. I'm going to call it, guys. I'm calling it. So she can whoop your butt. Yeah, man. So she can whoop my butt. But I got a lot of stuff to do before I pass out. So I will catch you guys on the flip, man. To the real.